What is up, YouTube? This is AVAULT here, back again today with you guys a very nostalgic, a trip back to 2010 or 2009 possibly. One of the really nice, or one of my favorite structure deck openings or structure decks ever released, Gates of the Underworld structure deck. Wow, really happy to see this. Saw this in the Walmart locals and just got to get one of them because it's just really great. One of my favorite archetypes of all time are the Dark Worlds right here. As you can see, Grapha, back in the day, that's when you can actually buy 3 of these structure decks and you can play them pretty competitively right off there. Really cool. I love it. Eventually, you know, I know Konami's been doing a lot of structure deck reloaded and our structure deck R's lately, and those have like newer revamped structure decks. So I really hope Dark World are gonna get a new, completely different structure deck as well. So really, I mean, I just love this deck so much. Just don't even want to open it, honestly. It's just really nice to touch. It's really good condition as well, because I believe these are reprints delivered directly only exclusively to Walmart. So, you know, I'm not sure about local stores will have these anymore, but yeah, I saw a lot in Walmart, so that was really great. So, but you know, gotta do the opening anyway, so open this up right here. Of course, you got the official rulebook, which is kind of outdated by now already. Don't want to need to read that. Just some tips, I believe, with the cards that you can use inside here, with different cards back in the day as well. Wow, Extreme Victory, Storm of Ragnarok, Generation Force, and Photon Shockwave. Those are really old packs. So yeah, this deck came out around during the Exceeds era, so where Yu-Gi-Oh! Zao or Zexal was released. I gotta check out this playmat. I really wish there was, once again, you know, a rubber playmat version of this, but don't know if there was or there is one. As you can see, it's the old classical deck zone graveyard, and just field card zone, extra deck zone, spell trap, monsters, no pendulum, no links whatsoever. So just gonna lay this out right here and use it as our background of the opening. Yeah, so it would be really nice if there was a rubber playmat for this, but you know, if you guys know if there is one out there, post in the comment section down below, let me know. Or if you guys actually have one, let me know as well. That'll be really good. So right here we got Grapha, Dragon Lord of the Dark World. Absolutely really cool. I really like his design. I mean, it's a dragon and it's a dark world, and just look at how menacing he is with all that smoke and gas coming out of him. It's just gonna destroy y'all. So he's level 8 and 2700 attack, and it's got a really neat effect because you can special summon this card from your graveyard by returning one face-up Dark World monster you control to the hand, except for itself. And yeah, special summon it, and if this card is discarded to the graveyard by a card effect, target one card your opponent controls and destroy it. Pop that card, which is really good. Then if this card was discarded from your hand to graveyard by an opponent's card effect, you can look at one random card in your opponent's hand. Then if it's a monster, special summon it to your side of the field. I think what would be really neat if they added an extra effect for nowadays is to say ignoring its summoning conditions. That would be really powerful. Because I mean, this deck is relatively old, so it's not as good as it used to be anymore. So that's our ultra rare right there, Grapha. And then next we got Snow on Light of the Dark World. Really good card as well. A great searcher for the whole deck itself. And then we have Ceruli, Guru of the Dark World, which basically helps you utilize the effects of discarding your own cards from your hand as if your opponent effect has been discarding it, so you can pop off those Dark World secondary effects, basically. Yeah, to your opponent's side. Yeah, special summon to your opponent's side of the field and face up defense. When this card is special summoned by the effect of a Dark World card, which includes itself, your opponents must discard a card. So yeah, you basically special summon this guy to your opponent's side of the field, and then you're the one who actually discards a card from your hand. Zur, just an 1800 beater for the Dark World. You know, normal monsters of these, Scar Scout, you know, these are the older ones right here. Grand Bro, or Brow, some of you call it, really good. You gotta play 3 of those because that's basically your draw engine back in the day. Silver and Gold, really good for destructive purposes. Rainbow, you don't really play that as much, actually, I remember. Now moving on to the other supporting stationary cards that are not Dark World, basically. Got Belio, Tragodia, that was pretty good back in the day as well. Got Sangan, New Doria, not bad. Goblin King here, which is quite interesting. Grave Squirmer, Card Guard, Battle Fader, that was pretty good back in the day as well, you know, being able to stop the entire battle phase of your opponent. So yeah, it's very nostalgic seeing these cards back in the day where Yu-Gi-Oh was a much more slower paced game. And then the Gates of the Dark World, which is a new field spell back in the day that came out for Dark World. Really great. Also gives draw power to the whole deck. Dark World Lightning, really great. Gateways, you know, special summoning. Dark World Dealing is also really powerful. Draw power for the deck. So with this combinating with Brow, it's just really great. You know, you draw a lot of cards, and then again also you have Allure of Darkness, which makes your draw power even better. I mean, card destruction, of course, definitely. You get Terraforming to search out the gates of your Dark World. Dark Eruption, which is quite an okay tech card to grab your Dark Worlds back. Dark Scheme, you rarely even play this trap card in the deck usually. The Forces of Dark, which is pretty neat as well, as a really good tech card. You know, you just grab 2 Dark World monsters from your graveyard and add those back to your hand. Virus cards, yes, the Virus cards engine in this deck was actually absolutely terrifying to deal with, because you can play any Virus card along with this deck back in the day. Like for example, Deck Devastation Virus right here, Eradicator, Epidemic Virus as well. You can even play Crush Card Virus if that was not banned during the time, which is really good. The other card I'd like to mention, Mind Crush, is actually really powerful as well for this deck. Again, we always know Yu-Gi-Oh was a game of knowing knowledge and information, knowing what your opponents play and what cards they have in their hand. With Mind Crush, you can essentially it combos almost the best with Dark Worlds, because you can essentially basically look at your opponent's hand by declaring any card name. If you know what you're playing up against, you can purposely declare that card name and discard the useful cards that they really needed on their hand. But at the same time, you can look at their entire hand to know what they can play in their upcoming turns, basically. But you can also purposely call wrong of a card name in order to discard your Dark World monsters. And usually you would combo it off with, you know, making sure that you only have 1 card on your hand or 2. For example, you would have Graph on your hand only, and then you would use this and then purposely call it the wrong card, discard it, and then basically pop and get your effects off from there. Dark Deal you don't really play actually. Neither does Transmigration Prophecy. Escape from the Dark Dimension is an okay tech card because you do banish with the Gates of Dark World, and you know, sometimes you do want to bring in special summon your monster back from the banish pile back into the field. And then we're just ending up with Dark Bribe right here. So that's basically the whole entire deck. Opening of the structure deck, really nostalgic once again. Like I mentioned, one of my favorite decks. Just had to get one of them and make an opening for you guys. Always wanted to do an opening based on this. I know Dark Worlds are actually not even relevant nowadays. It was playable around during last year when Firewall with Dark World and Dangers. You can do that infinite loop combo, I know, for you guys who play Master Rule, but yeah, other than that, Dark Worlds were actually never seen. So really, hopefully they make a structure deck reloaded for the Dark Worlds eventually. Konami, if you guys are watching this, be sure to hear this out. But really happy to see this deck, you know, just extremely happy. Really like it. So if you guys enjoyed this opening, be sure to hit that like button. Enjoy the nostalgic trip as much as I did. Be sure to subscribe to the AVAULT channel for more Yu-Gi-Oh openings. We open Yu-Gi-Oh TCG products here. Sometimes we do random openings, but we always open newest, latest sets that come out for Master Rule. So be sure to subscribe and stay tuned to check out those videos. Also watch other videos on the channel. Lots of openings on this channel as well. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a great day, great night, wherever you are. And this is AVAULT signing